Welcome! It's Facts You Don't Know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more, well, and first make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything.
Hello, my friends. Once I was checking my email and I came across a great story of one of my friends sent to me, and it was something she wanted me to share. Listen to it to the end. Please, if you like it, share it with your friends. Settle in and pay close attention. This happened in Vina del Mar, where the tourist attraction is very strong in that place. It was January 30th, 2005. A young woman named Ruth was almost finishing her bachelor's degree in hospitality and tourism. So at her university, they were demanding that it be done, and the internships. She decided to go to one of the big hotels in the big city to ask to be accepted. In the first instance, Ella could not enter since they'd never accepted a student in that place. But being close to the business owner and decided to interview him personally. After all, he was impressed with Ruth's intelligence. Even though Oscar was looking at Ruth's potential, he decided to put her in reception because he wanted to see how she developed in different areas. He saw that she always helped others. Well, she says she never forgot where she came from and that she liked to support people. The Lord always looked at how well she did in reception and some other things that she took initiative must be done, because she always resolved the needs of the clients and made them happy. She also observed that as friendly as she was, she also demanded good order and had it. She was firm in her words. Ruth was always a good daughter. In her family, she was very loved because she always excelled in the things she did. She was an exemplary sister. In addition, her family said that she didn't need to be asked for help because when she saw that someone needed her, she would come without any doubt. And so, as her family said in the hotel, she stood out. Lee, they entrusted some tasks they always did him very well and even more than what was asked of him. Oscar was having even more confidence in her, and he was giving her new duties. He always said that she was very responsible and watched the effort she put in. So he started giving her new challenge, put her as an administrative assistant, and she did the job very well. So much so that in the absence of the general manager, she took on many responsibilities for the hotel. They always recognized her great work. Over time, for her 4th anniversary as a hotel employee, they'd thrown a party for her. The boss had a big surprise for her. When they arrived, they thought she was going to have a great gift, but really what happened was that in the middle of the party, Oscar took the microphone and announced with a happy voice, "Dear friends, we are gathered here to celebrate this great young woman who, with a lot of effort and affection, has made visits to this hotel very pleasant and welcoming. Besides, many of us love her and know that she has great potential. This is why that now I will give her a new position as administrator of this grand hotel." Everyone was surprised and very pleased with the idea. One more reason to celebrate. I was very intrigued by this story when I was hearing it. I was in awe of Ruth's person. But I'll continue to tell you, she in her position as administrator and was making the hotel earn a lot of money because she also worked as an event organizer and she would get famous if she came to stay at that hotel for a tour that they had. She was starting to earn so much money that they decided to open another hotel as the owner accepted financing. She, by her side, was making money. Months and years passed, and she had already met someone who was able to buy a house that they made for him with a loan from the bank. I could say that she had financial stability, as she had always been very careful when it came to money. Oscar apparently was not as careful. For his part, he began wasting the hotel money. He began to have card debt and was acting in bad faith. Because he also took money from the loan and that had been made for the construction of another hotel, he knew very well that what he was doing was wrong. Ruth was aware of many things about Oscar. When she began to see that he was starting to have problems, she was looking for a way out of the whole situation. So she had an idea. Coming to Ruth's 10-year anniversary of labor, she decided to make an appointment where the workers were present. Then she said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we're already in Ruth's 10th anniversary. I want to say that who else than her helped me run this big business? So I want to do as my partner for this great company." Everyone was surprised because the act that Oscar had done seemed like a good gesture, but he was really compromising her in front of all those people so that she could accept. When everything was done, she decided to speak and have a meeting with the Lord. He told her that he didn't have much time, but brought up the terms. He said that if she wanted to have the position, she should take care of 80% of the debt. Then she, feeling sorry, although deep down she knew that this could stifle her financially, decided to take the risk and thus accept. Taking risk into account, Ruth made many decisions that furthered the growth of the company, reaching a net worth of up to 7 hotels. That's right, folks, she was running this company herself. When she was reading this, she felt as if she herself was speaking with great joy of her enormous achievement. Then the following happened. Oscar began to waste even more money on gambling and expensive parties with friends, and since he was the one who paid the loans, then he forgot to keep paying the fees. Ruth learned through notices from the bank that the loans would not continue to be paid. She decided to search and consult Oscar, as he had not appeared for a week. He managed to find it, and then she asked him what happened to all the money. He carefree told him that he had forgotten the payment and that it had gotten lost in exits and bets. Having a long conversation, it was concluded that they were bankrupt. Ruth knew that if this happened, she would be down for life, financially speaking. She didn't know what else to do. She told her husband about it in tears, parties, and very concerned about the workers because she always thought about their well-being. Once she started her day on her way to the hotel, she saw that a homeless man on the street was picking up the trash from the hotel, and she asked him why he was doing it. And he said, "Some guys kicked the boat past and it was all dirty." She, seeing this gesture, was moved and asked him if he wanted to stay at the hotel. He said, "It is not possible that I can afford it." And she replied, "Don't worry, I'll cover the expenses." She did it as a last gesture of kindness while she was still in charge. She knew that ruin was near, and suddenly she could no longer help anyone else. When Oscar arrived, he found out that she had taken in a homeless person, so he was very angry. "How is it possible that you still believe that this is a public charity? We are not to house homeless people," he yelled at Ruth, but she didn't care about his claims, for she knew that things can never be so bad that they deny someone in need of help. Then, in a tense meeting, he demanded that she sell her shares. "In other circumstances, I would tell you that you are fired," he yelled at her, but she was still unperturbed. She refused to sell her shares, despite how enraged Oscar was. A week later, the hotel was about to close, but an unexpected call from a former customer completely changed the landscape. It was an old man who'd been a guest at the hotel on several occasions and had seen the nobility and principles that characterized Ruth. He had realized the financial problems that the business was going through and did not hesitate to offer Ruth a personal loan to solve the situation. Very early the next morning, Ruth spoke to her lawyers, and they were told that if so, Oscar's shares would have to drop to 7%, leaving her as the owner of the hotel chain. Oscar had no choice but to accept when pressured by the lawyers and the bank. All loan payments were made, and now Ruth was listed as the main shareholder. Oscar would not have a vote in the decisions of the company, and they canceled his cards attached to the hotel. Many believe that what happened here was a coincidence, but I think it was a divine reward, thanks to the immense goodness that overflowed from Ruth's heart. Friends, acts of kindness and grace bring blessings. So whether it is without much trouble, never forget to be good to people. Well, sooner or later, you'll need some kind of help too. What did you think of this story? I hope you liked my friend's story. Leave me your comment so I can read it. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.